Hi, here's another video. I've been having a look at this Aiwa TPR501A cassette recorder online, and it's got radio as well, AM/FM. These are the original listing pictures. If you just scroll through them, and it looks pretty decent. Okay, still states that it powers on, but the radio and the cassette player doesn't work. Okay, and there's a problem with the aerial. So I've ordered it, and here it is. Just get out the packaging for you so you can see. And it's well packed. Okay, so here's the unit here. Comes with the leather case and the carrying straps, and it's sold as spares and repairs. So just having a look at it, looks pretty decent. Just got to get it out of this casing. Not sure how you remove it. A little bit of damage to the aerial. There's something missing from the top, and the top's missing as well, so the end cap is missing as well. Okay, just try to figure out how to get this get it out of this casing. If you look here, there's been some kind of leakage as the leather is sticking to the radio. Let me see if I can get it out. This was not in the description. So let me see if I can figure out how you get it out. So okay, I've got it out of the casing, and I'll show you here. This is what it looks like. This is the images, and as you can see, slightly different to what I've received. There is a cassette door. Just pop that back on. But it's spares and repairs, so not quite covered with warranty or anything like that, but I'm going to have a look at it anyway. Okay, so I'm going to pull the unit apart, find out what's going on inside, because they said the radio and the cassette isn't working. Not sure what it is with the radio, but almost certainly the cassette, the belts have melted. This unit's probably about 40 years old, if not more. So I removed all the panels, just going to pop them in this tub, give them a clean. That'll do for the day. Okay, come back next morning, and I'm going to give the panels which I've removed a good clean. Get rid of all that white stuff, leather. See there. Just got to give them a rinse off. Get rid of all the soap. Okay, turn my attention to the inners. This is the cassette module section, and more than likely, like I said, the belts have melted. I'll show you here. Clear example. Let me just put a couple of arrows in. These used to be belts. See the little black marks, remnants here, but the belts have dried up and melted, and I'm going to have to figure out how to actually wrap around these pulleys. That's the capstan, the grey one. This is the actual capstan. You see the bits of old belt stuck around it. Got to get that all cleaned off. Some of it's dried up and some of it's melted. So here you can see me just trying to scrape off the remnants of old belts. Let's see if I can give you a good look at that. That's what it looks like. I'm just going to get all these bits off. They're sticky. Don't want to get it on your hands because it makes a mess. So it's going to wipe it off on the tissue. With here, I'm just trying to clean with some alcohol cleaner. Just trying to clean remnants of the belts off this pulley here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is wrap a bit of tissue around this toothpick or floss and dip it in some alcohol cleaner, and just got to turn this wheel here. This is the capstan wheel, capstan pulley. I'm going to have to do the same with the motor drive as well. Just give it a spin. I'm trying to get rid of this melted belt from the inside. Let me just show you here also. That's what it looks like. I just got to get rid of all these little bits, and here you can see me just cleaning the motor pulley. Okay, I've got everything relatively clean. That's the motor pulley. That's the primary pulley there, and that's the capstan pulley there. So what I've got to do now is fit a new belt. I've got to remove this capstan bracket. Holds capstan in place. Got to move that out of the way. So I can fit the new belt. I've got a selection of belts, and this looks like the right size. So I've just got to figure out how it fits around the pulleys, and then just test it. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. That's how it goes. Just give it a spin. Okay, that seems to be working fine. Turn my attention back to the cover. You can see here. I've given it a clean, but there's still remnants of the leather which stuck to the radio. You see here. Can't get rid of it. I've tried to wash it off, but it just will not. Once it's dried, you can still see it. So what I'm going to do, use this perfume and just spray that on the area and leave it to soak for a bit. Hopefully this should remove all the remnants, and then just give it a scrub with a brush. Okay, let me just show you here. It's turned out quite well actually. Got rid of all of the leather imprints. So the power supply on the cassette, one of the diodes have melted, transistors, so I'm just going to replace that. You can see me just removing it. I think this is the actual amplifier section of the radio. So I'm just going to remove this resistor and replace it. Just pop that off there, and that's what it looks like, completely burnt out for some reason or another. It's only a 6-volt radio, but that resistor is completely burnt out. I've checked the capacitor next to it. That's okay. It's got burn marks on it, but it's okay. Okay, I'm just going to reflow all of the radio and cassette solders. Just going to go over the solders, reflow them. Will take a bit of time. Okay, I'm happy with that. So what I've got to do, everything is done now. I'm just going to reassemble the radio cassette lively. Just put everything back together here, as you can see. I've had to speed this section up because this video has gone on for over 8 minutes already. Don't let them go for too long. The case here is completely damaged. It's completely saturated with something, so I'm going to sling it in the bin, or I might get it repaired, but I'll chuck it in the bin for the minute. Okay, this is the radio complete, the radio cassette. It's a cassette recorder with a radio, and just show you the side there, the volume and the tuner buttons. It's AM and FM radio, and it's turned out pretty clean, if I say so myself. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is going to pop some batteries in the back and give it a try. There's no 240 volt power supply on these, it's just battery only. And just switch it on, and you can see the radio seems to be working fine. Let me just adjust some of the channels a bit.
It's a bit of a trophy asset too, isn't it? Countries that have quite a lot of...
Yep, the radio seems to be working okay. So I'm pretty chuffed with that. Just adjust the volume and the tone. Yep, that seems to be working fine. So just got to turn my attention to the cassette.
Just a big mess, right? We are countries with beautiful galleries.
Okay, there's an eject button on the side here. It will only eject when the tape's in there, cassette's in there. So just open the door like so. Pop this Jennifer Page cassette in, and then just press play. And as you can hear, it seems to be playing okay. So that's a successful repair to show you here. So the tape spinning. Couldn't spin before because that's the LED meter. Sorry, the VU meter. Couldn't play tapes before because the belts were perished. So let me just stop it here. Press eject and turn the tape around. Press play, and here you can see me just attaching the shoulder strap, and I'll just give you a little demonstration. So with that, thanks for watching once again, and please subscribe.